This is Tommy Charles of the Speakers of Organization, LLC, coming to you from Heaven and Trinity's Boutique at 931 East Market Street, York, Pennsylvania, 17403. Telephone numbers, area code 717-219-8700. And I'm coming to you today, and I'm going to title this video, From Lucifer to Satan. And I'm not going to do the teaching in the store but I'm going to do the teaching in the back in the office. I wanted to start off in the store, probably what I'll do anyway, because I want to showcase a couple of things that we have in the store each time or every other time, to let you all know what Heaven and Trinities is all about and show you some of the merchandise that we sell. And we will be selling this merchandise online. We're still in the process. I'm still in the process of getting an online store put up. What I try to do also is have one of each item. Like, I don't have, like, say like this handbag right here has the Alligator Print. This is the only one that I have in the store. I don't have, this is very nice. This is not the one I was going to showcase, but it has like the butterfly bee right here. Very, has the nice ribbon design coming around right here. Has the alligator alligator design to it. Alligator crocodile is what I'm trying to say, design to it. But this is the only one that I have. Usually each handbag that's in this store, each outfit, watch, bracelet, majority of the times I only have one of them. No more than two of them. Because it's a fella that I know that owns a men's clothing store, and he was telling me that in his store, different men come in and they tell him that, he tell them to, otherwise he tells people to tell other people about his store. And he told me that a lot of men tell him that they don't tell people about his store because they don't want anyone else out wearing the same type of outfit that they have, whether it's a two-piece, a shirt, pair of pants, or whatever. So they rather not tell other people about that man's business because they don't want anyone else wearing the same outfit that they have on. So when the fellow Will, his name is Will, he owns another Hebrew fella, aka Black African American, as you would call him, but he's a Hebrew brother, owns a men's clothing store in York, Pennsylvania on George Street. If anybody is familiar with the New Hub, that's the name of his store, go check him out. He has very nice stuff. I support him and always have supported him. But, you know, I took what he told me in consideration. So when I opened this store, I made a point to, like, if I buy a different handbag, only get one, no more than two. If I get an outfit and from inventory, from the different wholesalers that I order my things from out of New York and out of LA, I usually order, the minimum of one or two, because I try to look for wholesalers where I can get one or, no more than two of the same type of outfits, because I take in consideration what Willie of the New Hub told me. So he told me that, people don't like to do that. And I understand too, because I remember being in church when I was a child, or just being places and different people may come to the church service and it may be another woman that had on another dress, the same dress that another woman had. And I actually heard women myself have, in that situation in church that I'm talking about, have an attitude because somebody else had the same outfit that they have. But what you need to understand, these manufacturers, when they make things, they don't just make one or two, they make many of them of the same print and of the same kind. But in this store, I try to be mindful that when a person come and they buy this handbag right here, there's only one in the store. So they're only going to have this one. This is a nice elegant for the prom, church, or whatever you're going to that's formal. But also has the alligator crocodile print on it. It's filled. We got the, it's not smooth, but has the, like you feel in a real alligator or crocodile. But this is the only one you have and the only color. So I think when people come in, they appreciate that. So that's one thing I tried to go by. Then I wanted to showcase this right here. This is a African outfit, and it comes with the. I showed you a jumpsuit last time, but this right here, as you can see, it's a dress. This is the African dress. Comes with the. I named it as a scarf last time, but then when I was thinking later, I'll say a scarf. Why do I just call this a scarf? It can be it can be worn as a scarf, or it could be worn as a headpiece. You know how the women, you wrap your head, or you could use it as a scarf around your head. You can. This is what this is, and the price is included in the outfit. All of this is one. It's not a separate price for the dress, and then a separate price for the scarf or the head scarf, wherever you want to use it. But I think this is. I love these colors. Bright colors, nice summertime. Summertime is coming. This is March, and summertime is coming, and this will really bring out the elegance and the beauty inside of you. And another outfit, it's not an outfit, but it's a handbag. So I like things that's different. I like getting things that I haven't seen other people have or wear. And when I first saw this, I thought it was a girdle. I say, oh, they got a handbag in the shape of a girdle. But this is not a girdle. This is a vest. This is a handbag that's shaped like a vest. And it also has the little dress-like look right here. It has the rhinestones, the pearls in the middle, the look like pockets right here. And also it has the same thing in the back. It has different pearls. Now I have a few of these in the store at different colors, but I think this is for like a younger group. You know, I have older women come in the store and they say this is like the younger group situation. It also is real sturdy. Has nice compartments on the inside all the way to the bottom right here, and it's just as wide. Nice, something that's going. This right here is an eye turner. If you're carrying one of these type of handbags, this will be different, because I never saw anybody out with this anywhere. So these, I just want to showcase the two things, you know, those two things right there that we have in the store at Heaven and Trinity's Boutique. We have plenty of things. Check us out. Anybody that's in that live in the York area, York, Pennsylvania area, in the city or in the surrounding counties, or some, they call them county here. They call them counties here, but in Detroit, I remember we call it outside the city, the suburbs. But anybody live around, come check us out. Come tell people. We're trying to operate as just like the Most High will want us to operate. Look out for the low income. Look out for the people that's in need, those that can use extra money. That's why if anybody come in this store and purchase anything in our store, because of you, it earns you income. We would donate the said amount of money to you that's labeled or priced on each item. And that's how we operate. I want to give a shout out to my good friend, my brother. I consider him as a brother, and I consider him as a friend. That's my brother friend, Calvin McCoy. I wanted to give a shout out to that fella right there, because me and him, we've been cool since first grade. We've lost touch at different times through our life, and every time we connected together, it's like we never missed a beat. Calvin lived on the same street that I lived on North Line off of Intervale in Detroit, and the time came where they had to move. And when Calvin and his family, when they moved off the street, I literally cried. And I remember going upstairs in my bedroom, and I told myself, I'm not going outside again. I don't want to play with no one else. I knew other friends and stuff that I played, but when Calvin and them moved off our street, I didn't want to play with anybody else, nobody else. Calvin, that's my brother right there, real knowledgeable. I always say that's a militant fella right there. But Calvin is a very cool fella, so I definitely want to give a shout out to my good friend, who I consider a brother, Calvin McCoy. So now I'm about to take this right here to the office, and I'm going to do a teaching on something that you really need to think about, because a lot of people, we live our lives day after day and we don't take this in consideration. But it's always smart to be knowledgeable about existence, the existence that you were born in, the existence that you live in. And I'm naming this video From Lucifer to Satan, because there's some things that you need to know and to be knowledgeable of and to take in consideration if you want to live this way to the right, or this was my left, but this way to the right or this way to the left. And it's up to you to decide. It's my job, it's my responsibility to bring certain things to your attention. And there's some things that you need to know, because this depends on your soul. So the teaching today will be called From Lucifer to Satan. So I'm about to see you back in the office, and we're going to do this teaching. All right, people, here we go. Back in the office. It's Tommy Charles from the Speakers of Organization, LLC. And one thing I meant to say also, this website right here is no longer available because of the new website that we're getting. I'm getting together, and it's going to be called heavenandtrinities.com. It's going to be named after the store. So the speakersorganization.com is no longer available. So that's what I meant to tell people also. But we want to do this teaching, and it's called From Lucifer to Satan, because there's some things that people need to understand in life about existence. And people also need to understand the reason of their behavior. People also need to understand that the choices that you make and the lifestyle that you live, or that we live as human beings, anyone that's walking the earth, there's a price to pay if we if we choose to live evil, wicked, and sinful. There's a price to pay. And I understand and I believe that there's a lot of people that live this life on this earth, and they do not take the Most High into consideration. So they feel freely to do the evil, wicked, and sinful things that they do. So one person, not a person, but one individual that I want to talk about and I want to mention to give you a better understanding is Lucifer. So that's why this video is titled From Lucifer to Satan. I remember when I was I think I was a teenager. I could have been in my late teens, about I'm going to say 15, 16, 17 years old, of what I'm thinking. I was in a church service, and I remember a pastor. He wasn't a pastor, but a minister. Well, let me put it like this. If he was a pastor, I don't know, because I can't remember. But I remember he was a minister. He got up and he was preaching. And one of the things that he said is that an individual person should not be talking about Satan. They shouldn't bring him up. He said, because when you bring him up and start talking about him, you're glorifying him. And you're putting him on a pedestal. And me being younger, I believed what I said, because when a person is young, rather than male or female, you're impressionable. And a child and a young person is like a sponge. That's why when you do certain things in life, whether it's criminal, whether it's dealing with the opposite sex or whatever, it's new to you. It's not new to older people. You understand? So you get excited and flipped and hee over many things in this life because it's new to you. You're a youngster, whether you're a young male or a young female. So things are exciting to you. But someone with the mentality like me, that's older, that's seasoned, that's mature, and that have wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, we don't get excited over those type of things. You understand? It's not new to me. I've been on this earth for some years now. You know, I've been on this earth for 57 years, and next month, if the Most High is willing, it'll be 58 years that I've been on the earth. So I'm close to 60 years old, and I thank the Most High for that. But while I'm on this earth, because we do not know when our time is up, let me leave some seasoned words with you, a seasoned teaching with you, and some words that you need to, some knowledge that you need to take in consideration. Hopefully, those that are not in place, hopefully you will get in place. Hopefully, before your death day, that you will be in place. So I want to examine the evil side of the world. I want to examine with you today the dark side of the world, the evil side of the world, and we're going to find out if it's worth it. And that's what we want to find out. So I want to talk about Lucifer, because there's no one in existence that we have knowledge of that's more evil and wicked than him, that's more sinful than him. He is the boss and CEO of all wickedness, sinfulness, and evilness. There's no one more powerful than him in dealing with evilness, wickedness, and sinful. If there is humanity on this earth, we don't hold that knowledge. I heard a pastor one time, his name is Benny Hinn, and I heard him, because I remember asking that question when I was young, but I heard somebody ask him, the fall of Lucifer, when did it take place? Did it take place before Adam and Eve, or did it take place after Adam and Eve? And I remember he answered and said that it took place after Adam and Eve. But that's something I couldn't agree with, because number one, there's no scripture or anything in scripture letting us know that Lucifer fell after Adam and Eve. And if he fell after Adam and Eve, then how did Adam and Eve fall? You see, actually man fell, because the man is the head. I understand there's no disrespect to women, and I know there's a lot of people, because I've held conversations with you, a lot of people that talk about the female energy and all that, but the bottom line is the Most High made the male the head. He made the male the charge. And the woman was created according to scripture as being our helpmate. You see, and that's not downgrading or putting the woman on the lower level, but she was created to be our helpmate. You see, somebody that's supportive of us, encourage us, respect us as we love them and treat them on the highest level with love. And that's the order that the Most High have created man to be. Now, man is the one to take his own imaginations and thoughts, like the scripture says, every evil imagination of a man's heart he do. So when it says man, it's talking about man and woman, because you're talking about mankind. That's why it's man and woman. So we want to examine this today, and we want to go over some scriptures today, because we want to talk about Lucifer, who fell and became Satan. So we know him as Lucifer before he fell, and we know him as Satan after he fell. And there's no one, as I said before, there's no one more wicked, more evil. I don't care if you're in the shallow government. I don't care if you're of the 13 bloodlines. I don't care if you're in a gang, in the well-known gangs of like the Bloods, the Crips of Bloods, all of those gangs, all of those gangs. I don't care if you're a evil politician, if you're in the mafia, if you're a serial killer, serial rapist, or serial whatever you are. Your boss is Satan, and you're not more wicked, more evil, or more sinful than he is. And he is your boss if that's the lifestyle that you live. So let's examine your boss. And I'm talking to everybody that's evil, wicked, and sinful, because if you're wicked, evil, and sinful, and you don't have the spirit of the Most High through